Hello everybody, so today we're back again at my friend's Renault dCi 130. So it's a Renault Mégane Mark III, and this is a coupe. I think this is a 1.9 diesel engine. So I'll take you into the car. Oh, just a point of note, remember we were doing that little Renault Kangoo, and I was saying about the lines. Now here's Renault lines, look. They're lovely and clear. Not a bit of air bubbles in them anyway, so a lot of you have chimed in and said we need new pipes. So I priced the pipes at Renault. They were looking for £170. Oh, didn't think I'd be getting that right enough, so maybe try to make up pipes or something like that. But anyway, that's a side issue. The problem with this car is it's making oil, i.e. the oil is creeping up the dipstick, and because it's a diesel, we know it'll be due to doing a regeneration, or the regenerative process. It's not completing properly, or something's happening, and what's ended up happening, that it's spraying that much diesel in trying to do the regen, that's ended up going down the bores and into the sump. So that's how it's making oil. So I just thought I'd get the Verus out and have a little look and see what the figures are like. So you can see within the DPF we've only got 8 grams of soot. In fact, when we give it a little rev, if you watch the bottom one here, we're only getting up to, what was that, 2.45 inches of mercury. That's about 1 psi, so that's okay. That DPF is not loaded. So what I've done in this machine, I went into the information here. Let me see if I hold this here. Went to information, and one of the first things that came up was, there we go, the engine speed increases. Well, it's not got that. The engine oil level increases. Got that. And what they were saying here is it's a using of a non-premium, poor quality diesel, non-premium diesel. So he's never had this car for that long, but I told him go to the BP or go to Esso or go to some of the big brands, pay the more expensive for the more expensive diesel, and let's see how this gets on, because it's saying there within the biodiesel must be greater than 5% within the diesel. So there you go. So you learn something new every day. So try that one first before we go any further, because the other big ones to check for if it's not doing or if it's making oil is that the engine's getting up to temperature and the EGR valve is working, everything like that. But this car seems to be fine. I'll show you, there's not any fault codes. There's nothing at all. So the other thing I was going to do, remember I done that test the other day there on the Renault Kangoo with the high pressure test. Now if I go into the snap-on, go to actuator test, this is actually, I don't think this has got this test for this car. So let's see, fuel pressure pump regulator, fuel real pressure, I don't think that's the same, but you've actually got to try that test with the engine off. What we'll do, we'll get the auto out and we'll get the launch out and see what kind of different stuff that gives us, because within special functions you've got that, just the usual stuff, injector, air flap programming. So I'll go and get the little auto out. But anyway, let's see, review. So this is an ED, that'll be a Bosch EDC 16-C36 is the ECU number in that thing. So yeah, let's see, come back at it. There's our code scan. Funnily enough, that doesn't give you the OBD results, or does it? Maybe it does. Well, believe it or not, it's still analysing the modules. I didn't actually realize, I thought it was finished. Well, it does. So look, it's completed its tests. So the car thinks everything is hunky-dory, so you must check the simple things first. So let's try premium diesel, and before that we'll go and try the hotel. So I've got the little hotel out. Sorry about the glare, because this has a glass sunroof. So it just does turbocharging solenoid valve, air inlet valve, preheating relay, and fuel pump pressure regulator. So that doesn't do that high pressure circuit test. pure supply, EGR, push pressure, there you go, rail pressure 310 bar. Student particle 8. Fuel flow correction value, so you can see they're negligible. The glare here is terrible. See that? The amount of information you get in the hotel is unbelievable. It's brilliant, it really is. See that particle filter injector RCO command? Let's see, anybody know what that means? Everything looks hunky-dory there. I'm just looking at these figures for the injector fuel flow correction number 1234. The figures I had on that little Kangoo was a lot more than that. Anyway, we'll try the launch on it. One thing about the launch, I mean, it's great, it does loads of updates, and that's good, but every time you go to plug it in, it's got to update the VCI. And if you're in a rush and you just want to get on with the job, man, it can be painful. But I must say, really good for updates. They keep on top of it, and you're getting updates once a week at least. So there we go. That's not too bad actually. It only took a couple of minutes. Hit OK. And here's this VIN recognition. This is working pretty well as well with the update. So there we go. It's got all the information there. So we'll just pop into diagnostics. We'll just go health report. There you go. Pretty quick. I'll do a desktop recording. It'll be a bit better because the glare's terrible. So let's see what the launch has to offer. So we just go into the enter here. Gives you injector code, and that's quite nice. So we're going to the actuation test. Let's see. So see, there's a particle filter injector. So it must have its own injector. Let's see what this says. There's the dash on. It says dash on, pressure, command in progress. I don't know what that done. So this must have a separate injector. So it gives you exactly the same, I think, as Autel plus maybe one more. Not really sure. See what else is here. Freeze frame, special functions. Here we go. High pressure fuel, there's an extra one. The fault finding test involves checking the efficiency of the high pressure pump and make sure there are no leaks in the high pressure fuel circuit. The following components should be checked: rail pressure pump, rail injectors. Before starting the test, follow these instructions. The vehicle must be stationed, the parent brake must be applied. Shift the gearbox to neutral. The engine must be running at idle without electrical stimulus. Coolant temperature between green indicator and fuel, and do not perform any during the test. Right, okay. So water temperature. Coolant temperature between more than 80, less than 95. So we need to heat the thing up a bit. So there we go. We've reached more than 80. So we'll hit OK. Making a funny noise. It's revving up. Making another funny noise again. You see the RPMs climbing. I'm going to have a wee look, see what it's doing. Some strange noises. So, results 290, 250, 240, 230. So what does that mean? Well, maybe if I hit OK it'll tell me. So let's hit OK. So, correct. So that's good. So I don't know what we're correct with, but we're correct. So wait for the results to be displayed. If one or more of these steps displayed too slow or too fast, consult the manufacturer for the vehicle. If all the steps display correct, the entire high pressure fuel circuit is correct. No operation should be carried out in the system. So at least it's got a clean bill of health. So that's for future reference. So that worked pretty well. So that was under high pressure fuel circuit fault finding. So I take it that's the same one what we had in the Kangoo. So at least this tool could do that. So let's see cylinder function fault finding. The purpose of this test is to check the efficiency of each cylinder and each injector. The aim of the test is to check the combustion chamber as well as the injectors. Before starting the test, press and release the clutch pedal if the vehicle has a manual gearbox. Blah 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 blah. Right, so we'll go for this test as well. So right in the limit here, so we'll go OK. So that last test must have been cutting injectors. Oh yeah, beauty. It cut the injectors then and revved it up. Here we go again, watch this. Oh, what a lovely knock. I'd like to see it happen. And that's it. There we go. Cylinder 1, 2501 and 24. So we'll hit OK. So deviation from average 43, 3.3. Oh, let's see what it says the results of this thing. So it says it's all valid, so that's good. The results of the column display valid. It means that the cylinder operation is correct. Is that so? It's passed that test. So there you go. So on a Renault Mégane 2010, it's a launch tool for the win, and that's the cheapest tool here. Unbelievable. Anyway, cheers.